to Charlottesville, home of the University of Virginia and the Cavaliers, where around here they say learning never ends, and they hope to teach a lesson in this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Virginia Tech's offense will have the first possession of the game. This is the quintessential blue-collar versus white-collar perception as they square off for the Commonwealth Cup.
These two teams just don't like each other. When Virginia Tech and Virginia take the field, man, there is a lot of hitting going on.
Yeah, it's always cool because it's later in the year, it's cold outside, and just the hitting, the physicality, the disdain for each other's so much fun to watch late in the season.
Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow.
Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Virginia's offense will get the ball for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. This rivalry dates back to 1895, the first time Virginia and Virginia Tech faced. I don't even think Virginia Tech was called the Hokies then.
And the names might have changed, and this rivalry's been consistent. The hatred is consistent.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it could be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass on second down. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Hokies trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Here comes the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On second down, looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made after the first down. Virginia Tech opened up a can the last time they saw the Hoops.
Yeah, they took care of business, and they've dominated this rivalry, and Virginia knows that, and it's in their head. They're going to have to do something early in this football game to really turn that tide.
You got to answer.
All kinds of running room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to bully their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
42 Spider.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Connection to the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. Rolls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the mid.
Touchdown, Cavaliers! What a grab and go for...
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out.
Got a lot of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Looking for room. It's Landry. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game.
Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Hokie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
This time he's got his man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Throws for the tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Trying to get to it. Moving out of the pocket. He's all the way down to the 3, and he electric run has him set up.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the option. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes separated by 150 miles duking it out for the Commonwealth Cup, you know emotions tend to run high.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Sweet cut there. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On 3rd down, going up top. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's John. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Real. On that last drive, they mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's proper.
And that pass picked off. He was trying to get that return going instead. He'll Defense at the 38.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Crosses the 45. Oh, look out!
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The Hokies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Getting some heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up 3rd down, you're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Got his man quickly. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to slam in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, gave the defender the business. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
The Cavaliers will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a...
He's looking deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Across the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Throws toward the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield. You're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Touchdown, Hokies! And the pummeling has started. Hokie, Tech, VPI built a big lead on the Hooves.
You got to love the way the Hokies have come out in this game, and they've just taken it. They're playing with more energy, and they're flying around.
They're flying around, playing great, playing with an edge. You can tell this game really, really matters. That's why rivalries are so much fun.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
To the air on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. How about this group taking the lunch pail, going to work, locking in and shutting down this offense.
And Virginia Tech fans love to hear that because that's how they've built this brand. It's been on physical.
What a snag by the defense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Got his man down the middle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And the beatdown has ensued. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice.
And the ball is intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hokies. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And it'll come out to the 25. attempt at a return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wants to throw on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lopez. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
He's back to throw on second down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. Because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Quick toss. Obliterates him, still on the move. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They'll run the option. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Comes out throwing on first down. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident, and David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.